Hello, my name is Adolfo Garza Cano. I am a kindergarten teacher at Woodlawn School in Portland Public Schools. Today, I want to read a story called Planting Stories, which is the life of a librarian and storyteller, Pura Belpre. Now, the name is kind of funny and it's hard for me to pronounce, but I believe it's Belpre. If you've ever seen any books with a special little circle on it, some of them are awards that are given to special authors and books. And this is the story of how we got the Pura Belpre Award. And she was actually a librarian and storyteller. So let's read the book and find out more about her. This is the award I was talking about, the Pura Belpre Award, that can be found on lots of different books written by authors of Latino descent. Planting Stories, the life of a librarian and storyteller, Pura Belpre. Words by Anika Aldamoy Denise. Illustrations by Paola Escobar. Says here, follow la vida y el legado de Pura Belpre, the first Puerto Rican librarian in New York City. When she came to America in 1921, Pura carried the cuentos folclóricos of her Puerto Rican homeland, finding a new home at the New York Public Library as a bilingual assistant. She turned her popular retellings into libros and spread story seeds across the land. Today, these seeds have grown into a lush landscape as generations of children and storytellers continue to share her tales and celebrate Pura, Pura's legacy. Planting Stories. It is 1921. Pura Teresa Belpre leaves her home in San Juan for a visit to Nueva York. Words travel with her. Stories her abuela taught her. Cuentos folclóricos. Pura retold in the shade of a tamarind tree in Puerto Rico. Now, a new island stretches before her, ripe for planting seeds of the cuentos she carries, the stories. Manhattan, a city of hustle and bustle, bigger, louder, crowded, yet alive with hope and possibility. What began as a visit to celebrate her sister's wedding becomes the first steps in a new land, una nueva vida, una vida nueva for Pura. She works first in a garment factory, but it is cold floors and hard edges, not the soft and fertile ground where seeds take root. Then a golden opportunity, una bendición. The library needs a bilingual assistant. Pura speaks Spanish, English, and French. She is perfect for the job. But where are her abuela's stories? Not one folk tale from Puerto Rico is on the shelves. How lucky for the library that Pura has story seeds ready to plant and grow. In the children's room, she lights the story hour candle and begins. Her eyes dance, her voice sings. Buddha's words paint a picture of a little house with a round balcony where Martina, a beautiful Spanish cockroach, meets Perez, a handsome and gallant mouse. El ratoncito Perez y la cucarachita Martina, a tale from the tamarind tree. When Buddha's story is done, each child makes a wish on the candle, and with a wisp of air, whoosh, la vela is blown out. Now Buddha has a wish too, to plant her story seeds throughout the land. Buddha learns to make puppets. She snips and sews their clothes, paints their delicate faces. Families come to hear folk tales en inglés y español, to watch Pura's puppets dance across the stage of her stories. But the library needs libros for its shelves. How can more children read Pérez y Martina and other cuentos de Puerto Rico? Pura puts her story in an envelope and mails it to Frederick Warne, a publisher. Soon, Perez y Martina is a book. Now a published author, puppeteer, and storyteller, Buddha travels from branch to branch, classroom to classroom, to churches and community centers, planting her story seeds in the hearts and minds of children new to this island, who wish to remember la lengua y los colores of home. Writing, learning, speaking, teaching, traveling, Buddha does not slow down until, like the beautiful Martina, she meets her Perez. On a December day in New York, Buddha marries the musician Clarence Cameron White. Un año away from the library, she decides 1 year to start a new life as a wife. But a year stretches on. Together they travel to new cities. Clarence plays his music. Buddha tells her stories. They are happy years of music and writing. They are happy years of music and writing, separations and reunions, friends, family, and stories always. Until on a June day in New York, Clarence stops playing his music and Buddha's story must begin again. It is 1961. Buddha returns to the library. There are others now, storytellers, who make puppets dance, who read Perez and Martina, the tiger and the rabbit, Juan Bobo, the three magi, and many more of Buddha's stories to the children. The seeds she has planted, the roots that grew shoots into the open air of possibility, have become a lush landscape into which she steps as though she has never left. Author's note. Well, I hope you liked the book and you continue to look for other books with that special Pura Belpre award. Bye bye. Adios, amigos.